Well, this was an unexpected surprise. These CBCS books came back a lot faster than I thought they would. Let's see how the grades turn out, shall we? What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Skeff's Comic Knowledge. I am Skeff, and thank you so much for checking out today's video. I really appreciate it. So, first time stopping by, welcome to the channel. We like to talk about comics, and comics, and comics, and mostly comics. So hopefully you like comics. So today, guys, I got in my CBCS box. I am shocked and surprised and blown away it got back this fast. Where I talked about the increased wait times at CBCS. But the good news is that I ship books out that same time, and I want to figure out exactly how long it take. So these just 2 books, moderns, today, and they needed a verification for the signature. And I'm like, all right, these should come back probably maybe a month, maybe a little over a month. It was 13 days. I'm impressed. Guys, kudos to you guys for the probably quantity of inventory you're getting in recently. But I'm really excited to open up this box to see what we did. So in here, if you remember seeing my previous video, I submitted, also at the end of this CBCS unboxing, I'll be showing off 25 more books that are headed to CGC, because at the end of the day, guys, I'm going to stay consistent and keep submitting books weekly to CGC, and hopefully it pays out in a couple months. But we'll see how that process goes, and I'll show you those books here shortly. So like I said, 2 books, same exact book, 2 copies of Something Killed Children. I was very excited to pick these up at New York Comic Con. They're already signed by Jay Lee. I did have a missed opportunity not getting them signed by James. That stinks. He's not doing any more signings this year, so I'll get other books signed by him. It's all good. So these are 2 books that were already signed by Jay Lee. I picked up at New York Comic Con, got them for really, really good deals. Shout out to Paul. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. And so I was just curious. Like, I knew I wanted them graded. They're one of my favorite covers. You can't go wrong with, like, the Jay Lee #1. Stunning, iconic cover. And they were unpressed. Like, they look like they're in really good shape. And at the end of the day, it was one of the things where, like, I just wanted to get them verified. So we will see if getting them unpressed will be a total backfire. I'm like, it's one of the things, like, I probably should have, but, you know, I'm getting better at it. And they looked really clean. I couldn't really find anything too terribly wrong with them. So without further ado, let's stop yapping about them and show off the book. So we have this really awesome, and the color on the signature pops. It's beautiful. So the very first one, signature verified CBCS. We got a 99. Hey, let's go. That is awesome. Haha, we got a 9.8. How about them apples? How about them apples? This is a beautiful, beautiful, and like, look at this signature. Like, this signature in like this blue metallic just pops. Very clever. So Something Killed Children #1 verified signature, Jay Lee. That is awesome. All right. All right, can we go 2 for 2? 2 for 2. Can we go 2 for 2? Let's go. Come on, go for 2. My luck, it would be like a 9.4 or something like that. Like I said, one was to keep, one was to sell, and I'm going to keep I'll keep the lower graded one. Right? Oh, all right. So, this one, we got also like same color signature, same metallic blue from New York Comic Con. We got oh, let's go! Yes! All right. Oh, man. Let's go. Super exciting. So 2 9.8s. Unpressed. Sent in. 2-day modern. 13-day return around time. That's phenomenal. Phenomenal. So there's that, like I said, awesome blue metallic ink right there. Dude, this makes my day. This is awesome. Like I said, guys, that was completely taken by surprise by the quickness of the turnaround time for the 2-day modern. That is phenomenal. So like I said, guys, they were quoting 4 to 5 weeks. I just checked the other day. It's now down to 3 weeks. It does seem like they're catching back up rather quickly. So at the end of the day, it's one of the things they're like, did it increase prices? But it does seem like they are sticking with that kind of under-promising but over-delivering on the turnaround time, which is a beautiful thing. All right, now let's get to the main course of this, where I'll be submitting another 25 bucks at CGC, and like, Skeff, aren't you tired of doing this? I'm like, no, this has actually been kind of a fun journey so far. But I look forward to kind of showing off which books I'm submitting to CGC and kind of let's play the waiting game. So first up, like I said, I looked over all these books. They're all in really good shape. So like I said, most of these books are for books to kind of get graded and to sell later, which is the best kind of ratio where I'll submit a vast majority of ones are to sell and then throw in a couple little keepers that I kind of keep in PC, so I keep that collection growing as well. So first up is a copy of a book that I love a lot. Great series. Go check it out. Wind, #1, first print, cover B. Now, shout out to Mel V for turning me on to the Stranger comics at New York Comic Con. I bought a bunch of the Stranger comic books that I was not prepared to buy. It got a little pricey, but I'm happy to have picked them up. They're in tremendous shape, and also incredibly rare to find any prices for some of them. So I'm going to go over them real quick with you, but shout out to him for kind of turning on to them. Also, the story looks very interesting. I look forward to reading that. So we have Dusu #1, the trade dress, and the Virgin cover. All right, so up next for more Stranger Comics is I have this hip-hop set of a tribe called Quest. So we have these two covers right here, full there, full Virgin there. And then we have the Untamed #1, the first appearance of Niobe, along with the Untamed #1, but the 1:10 ratio variant. Niobe, a notorious BIG kind of foil cover swipe. So super excited to pick up all those from the recommendation of Mighty Mel V, and looking forward to getting those back from CGC. And of course, no CGC submission is complete without a Canto #1, Whatnot trade dress variant. So I finally sent off that final 5 sticker to get the Bad Idea Hero Trade Passive Aggressive. There were 2 versions of that book, passive version and then a aggressive version. This copy is the passive version. This was really difficult to say. So this is a copy I finally got in the mail. I'll be sending out to CGC. Hopefully get that 9.8. And also, I'm going to put a little note in my... I'm going to put a little new community tab. They are offering a Bad Idea rock for a single pin. And I don't know. I'm interested and curious. I might do it, but I might need some help from the community. So I'm going to put that in the tab. Keep a lookout for that. If I have enough votes to say yes, I might trade in one of my pins for the Bad Idea rock, which is probably just a rock, which is probably a terrible idea. I should have gotten the books. Who knows? We'll see. Next up is this incredibly rare, very hard to find. Go look it up, see if you can find one. A Black Hammer #1, the director's cut. These things at 9.8 sell for anywhere between $350 to $450. I would know. I sold one in a 9.8 for like $400. But these are really hard to find. And then just got two brand new copies of this really awesome House of Slaughter #1 Black Cape exclusive. I just really dig the cover, and I just want to get them graded. And then kind of around the same time frame of hopefully when that Obi-Wan Kenobi kind of starts popping up, I have these really cool free comic day books, which are incredible shape for how thin, how old, and how hard they are to come by. But these are Star Wars Tales, A Jedi's Weapon. Now granted, it's a free comic day book, but it does have Hayden on the cover. This is one I was kind of contemplating maybe getting him signed at C2E2 and maybe get it submitted for grading, but it's just a big risk and it'd probably be pricey signature. But it's a really cool Hayden Christensen cover on there, and this is the one that they're really hard to find. I think a 9.8 would probably be a good price. Next up, this is one for the collection because I love Invincible. I got another clean copy of Invincible #1, the local comic shop day edition, the gold foil, and it's like a wraparound of all the covers. And looking forward to hopefully getting this one back in a 9.8 for the collection. And of course, there's some more Something Kill Children in here. I'm gonna have 4 copies of the #1 8th print I'll be sending out. So hopefully a couple to sell, a couple to keep. And then a book that I've just seen kind of pop up, and I'm like, holy cow, I can't believe I have a Hulk 181. It's a fake one. It's not a fake one, it's just a facsimile. So this is a reprint of the OG copy. But the facsimile on these, in like a 9.8, are like $125. I paid cover price for this a couple years back. And a book I should have submitted a long time ago, but I just found a couple copies, are Hawkeye #1, the 2017 run, which is their first kind of solo series. So like I said, this will kind of drop probably a little bit in value when they're off getting graded, because since the series will be over. But she's probably around to stay, so good to get these graded back whenever they do. That's it for that one, guys. That is 25 books. I'll be sending off to CGC, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Let me know what your thoughts are on the quick turnaround time by CBCS. And And what do you have waiting out there as well? I'd love to know. But guys, thank you so much for checking out today's video. I really can't thank you guys enough. We are actually super close to getting to 3,500 subscribers, which is absolutely insane to think about. So please share with your friends, like the video, comment down below, and don't forget to Hulk smash that like button. But that's it for this one today, guys. Thank you for checking it out. Skeff, out.